All right, take two. We're gonna try this again. I had recorded the video here for Doma and realized that after I had uploaded it, that my OBS settings were totally out of whack. So I had to blow that one away, and let's go ahead and let's get started and talk about some of these names that he wanted to take a look at. And the first one is TECX. And we're going to do this a little bit different than previous times. And we're going to actually do this by, we're just going to slow it down. Okay. We're going to slow it down. We'll do that here for the first few. And one of the ways that I like to teach this strat is just by focusing on these 5 time frames, as you guys know, and then also hiding the other ones. And especially if you're new, this is just a great way to ask yourself, for the year here, do we have a strat signal? And the answer is yes. We had two rev here in force, and you can see right around this area that it gave us a signal. So now we're going to go down to the quarter here, and we're going to look for an entry here on the last 4 candles because the quarter only has 4 candles. And you can see right here immediately in April, we got a 2-2 rev right here to go up for the next 3 quarters. So in the first quarter, let's go ahead and look at the month. And right here, we had a 3, which would have triggered the end, but we never got the target here. So depending on your tolerance, you either stayed in this trade below the 10, or you got out if it took out the previous low on the month. I'm not sure. Everyone has a different tolerance, but what I do know is that it made an effort right here. It paused the next month, and then it tried again the next month, and again it tried to get above the 10, and it failed. And so maybe you wait until this month here in May, where it closes above the 10, and look for an entry, and you would have gotten that 2 months later. Yeah, 2 months later in July, you would have gotten it right there. And then on the week here, you can see that in July, you would have had this pause and then this kind of this consolidation right through here. But the real move never really took place until 916 right here. And this was on a week. If you look at this right there, it went in 2-2 rev right here, and it just took off. And you're going to see that a lot of these names waited until the third quarter to actually move higher and just really complete the year and make it what it is. So there's a few things that you have to be aware of is that even though this triggered right away in the first month, it really did take some time for it to get going, because if you look all the way back here for the year, you can see where this triggered right here, and then we sold off right there. We shook everyone out. But look at this consolidation pattern right through here. And if this is the kind of stock that you like to buy and hold, then this is definitely a great example of this. Payo, same thing. Let's do the same thing. Let's get our sheets here. Let's hide what we're looking at for the year. We went 2-1, so knowing that, we went into 2024 and we knew that the trigger was right here on 716. So we look at it on the quarter next, and we can see immediately right here in 2024, we went down, but then we set up the 1-2-2 reversal right here in April, and you would have been triggered into this trade. And then here on the month, if you're using the month, it would have started right here, and you would have had to sit through some things. But again, it really didn't get going until this August third quarter again. And then on the week, you can definitely see that momentum right here. You could have tried to trade the reversal here on the week. The point is that as you see these bigger time frames set up, if you have a setup on a bigger time frame, you're always looking to the right and trying to find an entry on a smaller time frame. And that entry might be on a month, it might be on a week, or if you want to get really rambunctious, you can try to do it here on a day, because let's just go to this month right here in August right there. Everyone can see where the month started right here. And all it took was some earnings, and this thing just took off right there. Payo. So let's see. We have Haynes Brand. Haynes Brand is one that several of us has been in from last year. Even when it went too low, it was time to go. This was a condo play, and you can see that we did finally trigger the 222 rev up. So now for the year, we want to see if we can get back up and trigger and get back up to the 10 moving average. That's how I trade this. But even here on the quarter here, you could have waited until July to get in on the 212. And then on the week, same thing. We had this right away 312. You could have stayed into this to target to here, oops, or here, either one, whichever one you'd like to do. Trade it how you see it. Nothing wrong with taking money along the way here and here. And then when this baby set back up here on the 212, you could have gotten in, but you might have gotten stopped out depending on where your stop was. Above the 10, I'm in. And you can see right now you would have been rewarded immensely. I actually have a friend who started buying this back here in this $5 and in this 454 area, and I believe he still has a full position. He likes this one. Let's take a look at LC. Lending Club, same thing. We got the 222 rev here on the year, and you can see in the last four candles here in the quarter that we had the 222 rev. Do you hear a theme? 222 rev. And then in 2024, we really didn't do anything in this area, but we were above the 10. And then this is where the magic happened in July, where it went 222 rev and it just took off. It paused, and then it ran some more. Lending Club. TG, never traded TG. This one went too low, time to go, kind of a condo play right here. On the quarter, you can see where you would have been triggered in, but you probably would have been stopped out here. Out of all these so far, this one is probably my least favorite, but you can see right away here in October, or in 2024, we had the 1, 2, 3 reversal here at 5. So if you focus in on this time frame right there, look at how this plays for the week. Over to the right, you can see that we had this huge move ever since then. And hopefully you took some money along the way here, because this was a target right here. That was close enough for me. And then when we reverse here, I think you probably would have gotten out. At least I would have gotten out right here on the 10. But just watch it, and if it reverses, you can get back in like you did here in the last third and fourth quarter. Olo, same thing, 222 rev here. So now for 2025, you want to see if this thing can continue to target or start knocking out and reversing all the way back up here to this 49 area. Last four candles in the quarter here, this was the entry on the 3. And you can really see that here in July when it reversed right here. Finally got above the 10, struggled for a little bit, and then 2-2 right here was the final attempt to move it higher in the end of the year, and they did it. Patience. And then KNO, that can't be the right symbol. Not sure if that one is a good one or not. But anyway, Doma, that is your video. I hope you enjoyed it.